Curtis A reached out to me, said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, cause I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee he'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers. It's art by Ackerman. It's art by Ackerman. Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation. It's art by Ackerman. Art by Ackerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Ackerman.
All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of Art by Ackerman. This is a live painting session on Christmas Eve. So I am joined by a couple great dudes here. I got Freaks Figures. Welcome, Freaks.
How's it going, everyone?
And then I've also got Jay from Low Fidelity Customs. Jay, how you doing?
I'm all right. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Let's see who we got out there in the chat before we get rolling. We got Freaks out there, member for 5 months. Says proud of it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We've got Megs here. She says that as we started the show, it just turned midnight. So it is now Christmas over there in Wales. So Merry Christmas. We have Ray here with us, Purple Ray. Got Jeremy Gouvier, Elemental Crafting. Darla Ackerman, I know her. I don't see her because she's downstairs, but I do know her. We got Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles, here. Rick Emmert is here as well. And we've got my son Ty, who is in the other room, and I had to tell be quiet before we started. So let's see what we're all going to be working on. Freaks, I'll start with you. What you got going on tonight?
Well, I was going to paint up this hot dog cat, but I got inspired by some comic book art earlier today, and I think I'm going to put something down on paper.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very nice. Jay, what about you?
I just have a bunch of different stuff that I'm working on. Like I need to do a bunch of dry brushing of this, like, I don't know. Here, this is kind of messy, but I don't know if you can see all that. There's a lot of stuff. And also I'm sideways. I don't know why that is. We can't figure that out.
Yeah, we were trying to fix Jay's sidewayness beforehand, but for some reason his phone did not want to cooperate. So, and then I am going to be continuing to work on this Solomon Grundy that I started on Saturday. So I've got the head here and the torso, and I've got a bunch of other body parts over here off camera. So if I run into a spot where I don't have anything to do on that, I also grabbed this Santa Claus head. This is an old one from my Action Figure Customs, and I'll do some work on that if I got some waiting time on the Solomon Grundy. So looks like we also had Cincy John come in. So welcome, Cincy. All right, let's get into it. So how you guys been doing? Everything?
Good. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this beer.
you good?
Yeah.
Which has this amazing raccoon on it. I don't know if it's good, but it has a raccoon on it, so I bought it. So Merry Christmas,
want
everyone.
raccoon beer. Yeah. Dirk would approve of that. So
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is how I celebrate Jewish Christmas Eve.
Well, I'll cheers my root beer to that.
I think I just have water.
Cheers.
I have some paint water too.
Oh, that's always delicious. I've unfortunately tasted too much of my fair share of paint water in my life.
Really? That's never happened to me. It
Oh,
seems like
yeah.
something that would, knowing me, but I've
Yeah,
not experienced that.
We'll make it
I've
happen
done.
tonight.
Go ahead.
No, I just said we'll make it happen tonight. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
gotcha.
Well, I
Yeah,
have two different things here to clean my brushes, so double the odds that I do it.
yeah. I've had both where I've drank my paint water and I've also dipped my brushes in my coffee accidentally. So I've gone both ways.
I've done that, but I don't think I drink the coffee. I'm pretty sure I realized. All right.
I'm just starting with a little dry brushing.
I have to mix some paints off camera. I have a very small workspace. It's weird to just condense everything.
I'm gonna end up getting more paint on my hand than I do anything else.
I imagine I'm definitely going to spill something everywhere since I am live on YouTube. Get one of my shitty brushes.
Coming out pretty good. Some of these McFarlane pieces, the sculpt is really nice, but they just do a terrible job of painting it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Or they
Actually,
just don't paint it at all. That's the other thing.
yeah. I mean, that's the same thing with Marvel Legends, but
Yeah.
they have less unique. They have a lower amount of unique sculpts, I guess is what I should say. I don't know anything about Solomon Grundy. He's like the Hulk type character, right? Is that right?
Kind of.
Well,
He's like he's a big bulky guy like that, but he's like a zombie. So
Oh, well,
he was born
that's
on a Monday.
yeah, every time they kill him, he comes back to life.
much
On
like
a
myself.
Monday.
I know almost nothing about DC Comics, but then I
I've
ask people
seen
things, and I sometimes learn.
Yeah, I've seen some different iterations. Sometimes he's like completely mindless and can't talk, and sometimes he is, has some sort of intelligence. So I don't
That's
know.
one of those interesting things about comic books is like it depends on who the writer is. This like the interpretation of characters over time. You could have a
Hmm.
character that's like could be like one of your favorite characters, and then you get like a terrible. And you know,
Yeah.
I figured that sentence finished itself because I didn't really know where to go with it.
Looks like Oz jumped in. Welcome, Oz. I think he's got a live show tonight, doing a just kind of a hangout for Christmas Eve.
Yep.
So check him out over on Nostradamus Toys whenever you're done here.
I think the majority of what I'm going to be doing is just dry brushing stuff that I'm painting like scaffold.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
Scaffold colors are hot right now.
Are they?
Indeed.
Is that because
yeah.
of the? Well, I mean, they just released it.
The re-release, yeah. Twizzler popped in, says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. Welcome, Twizzler.
Merry Christmas.
We also have oh, look, wait a minute. I was like, oh, Shannon's here, which is Alan's wife, and then guess what? Alan showed up too. What's up, Alan?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
Had a weird
Hey.
day, but I am. So you saw Blake got the two-headed troll thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I got one too, but I'm going to turn that $100 toy into a $30 toy by making it my too bad.
I think you're supposed to do it the other way around.
Well, that's how my skills go. But yeah, this guy. I think he'll make a good too bad.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh yeah. It's a cool looking figure.
Yeah, it's nice.
Wow.
And a lot of extra heads. I'm going to sculpt his head out and change it up a little bit. I've done zero prep. My first craft project for today was to wrap my wife's presents.
Oh, that's a good one.
I will be doing that after this. And for wife, I mean child.
Yeah, see, I don't have any children.
And I don't have any wife. So there we go.
The only thing that I have to do is get my wife presents for Christmas. Like, that's so easy. So least I can do is wrap them nice.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean, getting a presents for a 13-year-old is not easy. I mean, a
can see
boy
that.
needs to play video games, I guess, but like a girl, like, lots of taste changing and
Yeah.
You could have gotten something that was so 6 months ago.
right.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
My oldest, when she was living here, would wrap up any presents that I had gotten for my wife, and then when she moved out, one of the other kids started doing it, and then she moved out, and so now I've got nobody to do it, and so I actually mailed all the presents that I got my wife to my kid's house for her to wrap for me.
What? It's
'Cause
really
I'm-
not that hard. I mean, like, I had
I'm
to
terrible.
learn when I got divorced. That was the biggest lesson I had to learn in life. But I'm kidding. But like, it's really not that hard. It's like craft. You can do it. You paint.
Yeah, I don't think that I can't do it. It's that I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I figured that was going to be, the reply, but
The
Like there
will
has to be
there.
some benefit to having quick kids, and wrapping
Sure.
presents is one of them.
yeah, I mean, at 13, I don't know what the benefit is.
That's the best argument that I've seen, having studied people with children all my life. Why do action figures come with so many hands nowadays?
You gotta have lots of hands.
Action figures or children?
Yeah. Action figures.
An argument could be made for lessening both.
You gotta have horizontal gripping. You gotta have vertical gripping. You gotta
Yes.
have
of course.
expressive. You gotta have closed fist. You know,
Without
because you can't
expressive.
just use a gripping hand and punch somebody. You gotta have a completely closed fist.
Just as
So,
excessive.
Yeah, yeah. I think when we were looking at that with Blake, he could do rock, paper, and scissors with his hands. So
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't think you don't need your figures to be able to do all three: rock, paper, and scissors with each
I
hand too.
disagree.
Like it
That's
wasn't like
actually
there's
amazing.
yeah, it wasn't like it just had a scissor for the left hand. It was a scissor for the left, scissor for the right. You know.
Yeah, but if you get like, if it's like army builders, you can actually have them play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, exactly. Which is exactly how I display my figures for sure.
I would. I don't think I have any. Maybe Deadpool has like the piece, like that I could use as scissors. But beyond that, I personally, I'm not anti-expressive hands, but I have no use for them. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion.
I'm with you. But I like toys. I don't want my toys to look like miniature people either.
Right.
if it's not affecting the price point, I'm good. But if they're making the price higher and then saying, oh, but the justification is we're giving you extra hands, then it's like, I'd rather have not have the extra hands.
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, we're going to charge this price anyway, but we're going to throw in some extra stuff, okay, I'll take it.
Like it can be used if you have like like a like a like the hand that holds the other end of the gun. There's a word for that I'm not a term for that.
Trigger hand.
Well, the other end of the trigger hand, if it's like a big gun.
Oh, gotcha.
Like you have like a shotgun and it's I don't know.
This
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The cup the gun hand.
Yeah, that's definitely the official term. That's the industry term, I believe. Cup the gun.
Yep.
I have this sculpt from Old School Customs on like it's freaking crazy in focus though. And how well it can be seen the way I'm doing this, but this is just so wild.
Oh, that is wild.
Yeah. It's a
That's
little bit-
crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to figure out if these are like eyeballs or what.
It looks a little bit like Ed Big Daddy Roth type stuff.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said.
Oh,
David Lee Roth's brother.
no. So you ever see like muscle car art and there's this really weird headed creature in the car?
Yes, I love that
Real
stuff.
oversized. That's
Oh, rapping?
Ed Big Daddy Roth. Like Ratfink.
Mm.
He made Ratfink.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I love stuff like that.
Hmm.
There's like a lot of great like Coop is this great 90s like album cover artist that did a lot of like alternative metal bands kind of, and he did and like concert posters. He did a lot of stuff like it's incredible.
We got Benny jumped in, said, hey, welcome, Benny. And then we also have V-Dog in here. So what's going on?
They glued all his clothes on. Like they had to have glued it onto him.
Mm.
Oh, I broke that. Great.
I hate that. I was trying to take apart a what is it? Not the Sky Sled. I don't know what the name of the Master of the Universe vehicle is. Honestly. Wait, what's right here?
Alan's
thing?
leading in. I know he's going to know.
That's a Wind Raider.
Yep.
Yes, Wind Raider, right. You can't, they're all glued together. There's also some McFarlane, like some of their motorcycles are all glued together, and like it's so annoying because I don't I'm gonna break it if I really try to, take it apart.
Okay. As cool as he was before, this is just disconcerting.
That is interesting. I did not have that on my bingo
Oh,
card for
man.
tonight.
Whoa.
That's the display look right there.
Yeah. And then you just have him doing rock, paper, scissors looking like that.
Squatting though. He's got to be squatting.
Okay.
So I'm working on, I think it's La Katrina, maybe. It's like the Day of the Dead, like skeleton. This is also Old School Customs. And it's an amazing sculpt that has, I'm just rattling around, but has that, which I'm going to paint later.
Oh,
It's
nice.
That's
like-
a nice headpiece. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I have to clean all this up. I did it last night and it was a little bit messy. I've been doing like slap chop painting a lot. And
Gotcha.
using speed paint, but speed paint is it like runs obviously, but like I'm not great at controlling it. And I kind of stopped using it until Legion's Con, and I was speaking to Corey Schoenhofer. I'm not sure if that's his last name, Schoenhofer.
Schotzenhofer.
Yeah, he was painting, and there's like painting in lobby, and show me how he painted an eyeball with speed paint, which is like just insane to me. I can't paint an eyeball, period. And I've been painting for years. I still can't do it well. Doing the speed paint is wild. But it got me starting to use their paints again. That's my really great story. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
It was good. I liked it.
I laughed. I cried. It was better than Cats.
Mhm.
Cats frightens me.
We got a couple more people popped in. We got Mudhorn Station, welcome. And Kevin Hamilton jumped in. And Cheyenne Lab. So welcome, folks.
Yep, that's my little sister right there.
Oh, nice. Nice. If I go quiet, it's because I'm painting these like tiny veins.
You said veins?
Yeah. He's very vascular.
I think I just cut
That's-
these straps.
That's so gross the way you said that. Like not you saying it was gross, but like imagining it. That's not what anybody ever say about me.
Okay. I just cut that. I'll glue it later. I'll figure it out. Because I don't want to pull off his feet.
You're willing to take off all his clothes, but not the feet.
Some things are sacred
That's true.
and also necessary for walking. Can walk without clothes. Shouldn't.
Totally Nicky. I love how he has shin guards, but not shoes of any kind.
Well, does he like rollerblade and just doesn't have his rollerblades on?
Could be it.
Why? That's one right away.
Yeah, you jumped there.
Thing under the cap. I can't.
I guess I should have got the blue one. There's a blue one and a flesh one.
Yeah.
I got the fleshy one.
I think they call it yellow, but yes, it is very much like
Yeah,
Caucasian flesh. Looks like Mike V popped in, says he can't stay. He's with the in-laws, but wanted to stop by and say hi. Thank you, sir.
I think it's time to finally open this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hear those are okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the art
about
by
to do
Ackerman
mine.
Action
I'm using one now.
paintbrush set.
I think I'm
Curtis
using
has
the
been
same
customizing
one.
that for several years now and has tested many different tools. His goal was to find a paintbrush set that had all the brush types a customizer would need to be effective. This particular set is fantastic for painting armor, skin tones, or ultra fine details. I personally use and recommend these brushes. It's the perfect present for that customizer in your life, or as a treat for yourself. They're ergonomic.
They are.
Ergonomic.
Sounds like you're making popcorn.
These are the best paintbrushes I ever bought because I've only bought these ones.
I'm gonna get quieter packaging next time.
I recommend that.
Yeah, I'm just going for it.
Son of a.
Biscuit eating bulldog.
Let's go with this board. Number 2.
Time to switch up my paper towel.
You ever think when you're painting figures that sometimes the positions that you're in would be really awkward if they were alive?
I've never once thought that till now.
You will. Now you will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be painting torsos very funny from now on.
I'm way too close to this fat naked baby.
It's a sentence I find myself saying all the time.
Oh yeah, who hasn't been there?
There's so many stupid part. I'm doing the. God, I can't think of the name. What's the skeleton, the blue one, but the extra arms?
Oh gosh.
Or Kratos.
Oki
Yeah.
Does.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
using.
something
That's
like
the
that.
one that I'm. That's the son of a bitch. That's the figure that I'm dry brushing, and it's just like, every time I think I'm done, I remember that there are 4 extra arms. Too many arms right now.
I think he's kind of an underrated figure.
Yeah, I mean, for customizing alone, that's a really. I was gonna use that on a swig, and I didn't. I forgot that I wanted to do that, but I saw somebody else did, and it looked amazing. So it's a good way to not use all those extra goblin arms, and then But I don't love that it's blue. That's like the one thing about using it for customizing, is that it's not like navy blue kind of is annoying to like.
Yeah, at
Not
least it's
have to
not like
do
a.
all of the prep work.
At least it's not like a royal blue. Like it's a darker blue that's not. I don't know. It's a little bit cooler.
Yeah, I mean, I just like, if you're gonna paint everything, then I don't know. I just painted the joints black. Hopefully, they'll stay black.
There you go. You know what they say? Once you paint your joints black,
Yes,
I don't
they
know.
do
go
say
back.
that.
Yeah.
You get a lot of rub off.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Got to sand your joints, then paint them black.
I try to dye them black with a this Gundam marker, and it works on not every single. It works on everything other like for stuff. The white, the gold plastic. It's really, but or it's been pretty anything else.
Yeah, I've
Works
got
really
a
well on like the Tusk, the gray ones,
Mm.
which is fantastic because then you don't have to do any prep work on those.
That's cool.
I have a tub of synthetic dye for like nylon fabrics
Yeah,
that I'll drop a figure into for a couple days.
a couple of days.
Yeah, probably too long, but
Do you like have it heated?
no,
I mean, like in a pan? No?
no, yep, just in a tub,
Oh, wow.
like a Folgers coffee tub is what it is.
I just put that stuff in like water.
There's probably a
Obviously, in
Mechanic
water.
over there that's been in there for over a month, I bet.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That's crazy. You could just do it for like an hour if you just put it like put it in the oven. Put it in a pan in the
But
oven.
it's easy to have it just do it cold over a couple days. I do a lot of projects, so
Until
Yeah,
it's
and
sitting there
that's
for a month and you forgot all about it.
yeah. I mean,
well,
that's
I just
fair. It's just
remembered because I was talking to you guys.
I've had a problem where I've left it for too long, and then no matter what I do, the dye is always bleeds through the paint.
Yeah, I think that's probably more the plastic.
Yeah, right. The
sometimes
plastic
if you,
gets yeah.
sometimes if you let it sit out in the sun for a day or two, it'll fix that.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like you're just making that up, quite frankly.
Nope.
But I know you're not. But it does sound like something you just said.
I mean, I haven't done a lot of dyeing, but I've heard that from folks that do.
That's interesting and also good to know. Because there's not a lot of stuff that like if I dye something like say pink, it can get really dark really fast. So I wound up having to do like a maroon or something over it to not have it get messed up.
I don't dye anything pink.
I dye a lot of things pink. Pink and light blue, pretty much the only things I dye. Lately.
I tend to airbrush any pinks.
Well, I do, and I do that too. I just do that I'll just dye stuff for the joints and then paint over it. But like this guy, I mean, I don't know if so that's actually just like this is the paint, which I don't know how it could be seen here, but then that is the dyed piece and it matches really well. But that's like me leaving it in probably half an hour longer than I wanted to.
Those are good colors.
Yeah, it's Laserface by Turbodork. It's a really, really, really cool color because it looks like it kind of gets to like a yellow and green. It's like there's got to be like 4 or 5 different colors in that if you really paint a lot of layers. It's like a freaking laser light show. It's insane.
I did not do myself any favors by deciding to paint all these veins individually.
Are you doing it in like color, like each color? I didn't say that the way I meant to, but like, are you painting them like blue and red, or you just highlighting them?
No, I'm doing it white. A lot of depictions I see of Solomon Grundy, his veins actually show up white. So
Oh, and then he's different skin. Well, that is a lot of work.
Born on a Monday.
What if you just dry brushed over that really gently and then painted the flesh around it?
I did that at first, and it didn't pop as much as I wanted it to. So
That sounds like a lot.
what's really annoying is when I find a spot that I know won't show, like if there's anything on his back, like he's got a coat that's going to go over him. And so it's not ever going to be seen by anybody ever. And I still feel the need that I've got to paint it because the detail is there.
Yeah, no, of course. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just dumped all of this down instead of putting it back in the stand. Because now I got to do all this at once, and it is really not that annoying, but I felt like complaining about it. I'm just more annoyed with myself. This is stupid.
Yep,
I found
he's
that-
half blue.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said, yep, he's half blue. Getting there.
Nice.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a 2 bad one, it probably would have made more sense to get the blue one instead of the
Yeah.
flesh color.
Yeah, I'm not very smart.
We got Patrick Boyle jumped in, says Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you, Patrick. Back to you. And then
Hey,
we got
Patrick.
Altoy, New Jersey, popped in, says Merry Christmas.
Maybe I didn't want blue to have an unfair advantage over the purple.
That's very kind of you.
Or I was just starting with a lighter base, maybe.
I don't know. I think even a blue base would be better for the purple too, though.
It would. Then I could do just a red dry brush and then purple over that. It'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are. I did order it months ago.
That would have been much less of a challenge, though. So you did this to challenge yourself, I'm sure.
I don't do stuff to challenge myself. This
Me
is just
neither.
for fun.
Happens that way.
If this gets to be hard, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I am I'm doing more of a wash style, so some of the flesh is like showing through a little bit, which I like. Makes it feel a little more organic.
Well, that's
So
cool.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm going to paint scales on one side or what, but we'll see.
That sounds cool.
That sounds tedious, is what that sounds like.
Yeah, but it would look really awesome. There's a trade-off there.
Tedious would be sculpting scales on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd probably sculpt a wheel and give him a light coating of like a polymer clay and then wheel in his scales. If I
you
want
say sculpt a wheel?
Yeah, just sculpt it in Blender.
Oh.
And I make masks, like latex masks,
Yeah.
and I use a lot of texture wheels. So I would just take one of those and modify it into a really tiny scales.
I literally thought you were making a wheel. Then I was going to ask you if you could make me a custom big wheel, because I feel like that's the one Marvel Legends character that's never going to get made, and I would really love to have one.
There's a character named Big Wheel.
But yeah, Big Wheel is like one of the worst Spider-Man villains. My favorite characters like that I would like to have figures of that are Marvel characters are all the most D-list characters. And he is just about he literally is a guy that is in what looks like a gigantic hamster wheel, but cooler than that, I guess. And it has like guns on it, I think. And he hates Spider-Man for reasons that I don't even know. That is Big Wheel, and his name is Big Wheel. Drives a big wheel. His name is Big Wheel. It's fantastic.
There's enough superhero villains out there that are really just like personified episodes of Three's Company, where it's just a big misunderstanding.
Yes,
And if
it's
they
true.
would just talk it out, they wouldn't even be mad at each other. I mean, yeah, they'd probably still murder people, but they'd be less personal.
That's one of the like TV and movie tropes that I hate the worst is when like the only problem in the whole thing is that they just didn't talk to one another. Like if they would have just had a conversation, it
So
wouldn't
you've
have even
seen Pride
happened.
and Prejudice.
I hate
Yeah.
that so much. That stuff when I was a little kid gave me so much anxiety. Like movies that are just misunderstanding movies.
Yeah.
That's not a genre, but you know what I mean. Also, pest movies drive me crazy.
Like just talk to the other person and this is done. Like we could have ended this 2 hours ago.
What movies drive you crazy? Pest movies?
Pest movies, like not all of them, but I'm trying to think of an example of one that drives me crazy. this is not a good example because it's great, but like, what about Bob? There's a movie with like Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis, I think. I don't know if it's Robert Downey Jr. Someone.
Oh, yeah, it is Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like traveling together. It's almost like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but not as good.
Right. Those movies, not all of them, but some of them drive me crazy. I like The Hangover is probably an example of that. That's very good, but
And it's a what kind of movie? A pest movie?
Pest, yeah, like there's the one character that's just like has no like ability to understand social norms.
So
And
like
they're super
Snarf,
annoying.
Snarf, Scrappy Doo.
Has Snarf and Scrappy Doo?
Those are pests.
I love Snarf. Snarf is my favorite Thundercats character.
Yeah, it's
And
my
I say
favorite
that
too.
as a third grade version of me.
You should probably reevaluate your life, son.
Well, I should. There's lots of reasons that I should do that. But when I was in
Snarf.
third grade, Snarf was my favorite. I like Snarf and Orko the best. I don't know what that says about me.
That you're awesome.
Yeah, well, of course.
Like it.
I remember watching the first He-Man cartoon and just feeling betrayed. I'm like, who the heck is Prince Adam? This is dumb.
Oh, you're one of those guys, huh? You're a mini comic guy.
I had the mini comics. I had the figures, as soon as they came out.
Yeah.
And it was a while before the show came out.
Mhm.
Okay, this is looking like it doesn't suck so far. I know you can't tell, but
Oh yeah, it's
this
coming
is
together.
going to be a very nice too bad.
I was having the opposite feeling about mine. Haven't put a brush to a piece of paper in a long time.
When did the mini comics come out for Master of the Universe?
It was with the first figures. They came in the package,
Yeah, but what year was that?
like 81, 82.
Wow. I mean, I was 3. My first memories of Master of the Universe had to be like deep into it being a TV show.
Yeah, I
I
had the
don't-
figures before I watched the cartoon, but I also didn't read, so I didn't feel as betrayed as Alan.
Totally betrayed.
I was just like, oh, this is cool. I don't have to read.
And to this day, if you don't have to, don't read.
There you go.
I disagree. But I was a literature major in college.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I also feel though that like
I enjoyed it.
I used to know what was in my shampoo because when you went to the bathroom, you read your shampoo bottles.
Mm.
And
Did you?
now everybody has a phone, and no one knows what's in their shampoo anymore.
I see what you're saying. You could also bring a novel into the bathroom.
If you had a novel, if you're one of those rich kids.
Oh, well, sure. I'm going to go wash my hands really quick so I don't get this mess all over things that are not supposed to be this color.
Sounds good. My goodness, so many veins. This guy could shoot up on any part of his body.
Top tier skill.
Yep.
Okay. I had a moment of hesitation, a very brief moment before I started painting him. Like maybe I should just leave him, but it's looking really cool.
Yeah, you got to push those voices out of your head.
Yeah, it's rare that something will get worse by you adding something to it. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but it's rare.
It happens all the time in cooking.
In what?
In cooking? I don't know. I just said that.
Oh.
That's I was trying to be funny. It didn't work.
No, I get it. That's actually true. Like it's hard to take salt out of something.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like blood. I don't really know what to paint next. I have so much stuff. I have this really cool thing from Borderland Horde. That is a mimic.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
that's cool.
I don't know if I really am in the mood to paint teeth. I'm gonna try to paint this harp.
Looks like Dylan hopped on. Hello, Dylan.
Oh, hey, Dylan. Oh, he's making himself dinner. Congratulations, Dylan.
Awesome.
I have a guy who hops on my live stream. I normally go live on Wednesday nights on one of my channels,
Mm-hmm.
and he hops on pretty much every week. Tells us what he's eating for dinner, how much he enjoyed it, and then he doesn't really say anything else.
That's kind of great. So I have this thing that my friend Jason, who is like one per case, his Instagram or is one per case. He made a character that Old School Customs did the head for, and I don't know where I put it, but he wanted it to hear this. He wanted it to be a bard, so I don't think this is on his website. This is the head. It's pretty great. But
Show it again.
oh, can you see that?
Oh, it's kind of my pet monstery.
Let me embiggen you a bit.
It's my pet monstery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
That
color scheme for
is-
sure.
Yeah. Well, that's just, I didn't know. I don't really know how I wound up with those colors actually, but, and then he sculpted this himself, and this is a harp. So there's like 4 holes there, and he said to use fishing wire, which I don't have. I'm using just like thin wire, I guess, but, and I used Turbodark on this, but if you painted it normally, I mean, it's like leaves. It's all natural, like, I guess bark and leaves and flowers and stuff.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's like he does a decent amount of sculpting when he's feeling well. But this is one of the coolest things he's made, I think. I just don't know what I want to dry brush it. I don't know what color.
Like, see, right now, if he were alive, I'm painting the bottom of his foot. I bet that would tickle, and I'd have to yell,
yeah.
moving.
I'm glad we got back to this so soon. Because I didn't know what we were talking about for a minute, and I was really confused. And then I figured it out.
Yeah, paintbrush to the bottom of the foot would definitely tickle.
I wouldn't like that at all.
Nah.
Okay. Stay still, you fatty.
We got Jeff Evans out there. What's up, Jeff?
Hello.
Dry brushing Turbodark on Turbodark can be really confusing because it's really hard for a while to see if there's even what the difference is.
Like it takes several layers before you see it.
I mean, it's dry brushing. Just keep going. I think it's like once you get to a bigger area, but then, when you choose a different color, you change the way the shift looks. So if you don't like it, it's, I've never used, this is like a darker green Gordian knot, which I like. I didn't like this for a long time. I've come to really like, but I don't know if this is the right choice
What paint brand is that?
It's Turbo Dork.
Turbo Dork.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
One word.
yeah, they make these really incredible metallics, and they make color shift paints. Basically, the guy played Warhammer, and he was played Emperor's Children, and he wanted a better purple, so he came up with this paint, People Eater, which is this amazing metallic purple, and then he just kept going, which I learned literally this week.
Yeah, I never knew that. So he started with that, just the one, and then expanded out from there.
Yeah, he was like a I don't know, he was a fashion photographer, like I don't know, he was a photographer, didn't know anything about really paints, taught himself. That story is like at least partially correct. It's a one man operation, essentially.
At least partially, though.
I know that he was a photographer, and I say fashion photographer, and I'm pretty sure that's right. But it's just like him based out of Austin with a team, he's a team of people, but comes up with all the, all the paint colors and everything. Is wild. Because some of these paints are really insane. Like they make it very easy to make something look good because, they're just so crazy, but
I like the bubblegum one that you use.
a bubblegum crisis that shifts from like pink to gold.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to do I have to get back to the videos on the Zenith shift paints. That's one of the ones I have to do. I mean, I have to do a bunch of them because I only did 2, but bubblegum crisis and midnight, I forget the name of the other one. Midnight something. Midnight Suns. That's not it. But that one is like it's like a dark, like almost denim green to like a violet. So it's very, very, very cyberpunk. And that's really cool. And it's kind of like interesting because you get a sense of like if there's actually, I have it right here, but I don't know. It's probably not going to look great. But this section here, there's a lighter part that's kind of the violet, and then there's the blue. But typically when I do it, instead of doing like white and black, I'll do like pink and black. So it has more of a I can't think of a very basic word that I would use to describe that.
Okay.
Like because it'll look kind of similar, but if you make it pink, the violet like pops a little bit more.
Gotcha.
And this is this paint Forest Flux, which is really great. Like of all their shift paints, I guess like the name is when you look up at like the canopy of like a forest, and you have like the greens and then the blue, because it's like this is green and it is purple and it's blue, but it's like this like kind of turquoise, and it's like a yellow green. It's interesting because it's interesting when you come to thinking about what to dry brush it, because any of those colors would work, and like you just like what do you want to accentuate there? I'm gonna try this turquoise curacao, which I feel like I'm saying wrong. It's also a really nice metallic. I like a lot. I don't use it enough. My Band-Aid is coming off. I don't need that anymore.
Oh, we had Hazy EHL jumped in, as well as Michael Morales. Welcome, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Curtis, I think this number 4, like dry brushy brush, is my favorite in the set, and I would buy a 10-pack of just these.
Nice.
I was just using that.
It's a real good brush for coverage. It's not harsh, and it picks up well to spread it back out.
It's also like, as far as that style of dry brush, it's a little bit firmer, I guess. Like I have some, and like they are really soft. They're more like makeup brushes, I like that the one that you have is soft, but it is it like holds a shape, I guess.
Nice.
I used like these flat ones for something like this, but it's partially because Turbo Door kind of like will destroy a brush.
For being an Etten, he has nice toes in a purely platonic way. Like I would expect more like cracked toenails, and I would expect
He takes
more.
pride in his toes. So
Yeah, he must have some preening moments
Mm.
where he gives himself a little pedicure. Maybe he has goblin servants.
After a long week of work, he treats himself and goes
Yeah.
down to the local nail salon.
Yeah. He thinks the goblins there are talking about him, but he doesn't speak goblin, so he don't care.
If I had goblin servants, I don't know if that's the first thing I would have them do for me.
Not until we built up some trust.
Sure.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, there we go. This looks good.
I don't think ends go for laundry. Like there's not a lot of that.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing that like emptying the dishwasher. There's a lot of things that you got to do that like are just not pleasant, but you don't think about because you got to do,
Wrapping Christmas presents.
Wrapping Christmas present. That doesn't happen very often now.
So I
I
saw
go through dishes really fast. That's not
the
true.
guy that I follow for like advertising and marketing. And he's like an English guy, and he looks unkempt as heck. His name is Rory, but really brilliant ideas out of him sometimes. And one of the things that he said was, get 2 dishwashers. You never have to put away the dishes. You just pull them out of the clean one and put them into the dirty dishwasher. And then you switch.
That is one of the laziest and best ideas I've ever heard.
That's phenomenal, though.
Then you have room in your cabinets for like other stuff.
Yeah, like action figures.
Or
Stuff that matters.
chafing dishes, because it's a kitchen.
I eat with my action figures instead of utensils, so.
My wife has a lot of chafing dishes.
I don't know what a chafing dish is.
Well, it's not like the other type of chafing.
It's a dish that keeps the food warm at parties.
Oh,
Yeah, you
gotcha.
put like the flame underneath, right?
Yes. That's a
I do
version.
not have any of those, but I like the way that those little things smell.
Sterno.
I'm calling it a little flame, but
Sterno. Little
yeah,
can.
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, buddy. I might be getting the fun stuff. Maybe not. Yep, purple and blue.
Very nice.
Okay. Let's set up his head for re-sculpting.
Dry brushing is like one of my favorite activities.
It's
Dry
nice.
brushing does a world of good to stuff. If there's one
Sweet.
paint technique to teach somebody, I think that's it.
Yeah, and also it's just so relaxing. Like it does a world of good for my brain just to,
It is very peaceful.
yeah.
I think I have a theory that anything that you can see your work, you get a feeling of accomplishment from.
Of course.
And if you can't, like if all your work is in a computer all day, you didn't really change anything. It's all still in the box. But if
Sure.
you were like
Yeah.
a framer for a house and how fast the walls go up when you're framing a house, like that's got to feel really good
Right.
to see that at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that work if you implement like a new strategy or something, and over time it works and people buy into it. That's, the really boring sentence. Really, really boring sentence. I'm so sorry.
What do you do in your real world?
I actually am between jobs right now, but I most recently was working at I was managing a call center, but I was I didn't love it, and also they well, I can't think of the word. They laid a bunch of people off.
Got it.
So economic concerns.
Mm.
That's a little detail about my life.
Well, thanks for sharing. True.
Hayes, yes, this is a Solomon Grundia that I'm working on.
Boy, paint apps make a difference. That's the same head.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's focused on me.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are really cool.
Well, I'm about to cut them up with clippers. So I like this one with the open mouth. But it's got one eye. So I'm going to have to cut that out and just resculpt all of that.
Mm.
But I like the open mouth. And that'll help make the heads different.
Right.
This is like, and the thing about dry brushing too is just like, be it the actual, company or the person who did the sculpting, just seeing a sculpt just like evolve and just come out as you dry brush is just really awesome sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, and I don't know how well it can possibly be seen, but like all of that light blue, I mean, everything looked green, right? Like that. And then now with this, it's just, I don't know, it just adds to the shift, like the actual shift really nicely.
Dry brushing is the most likely to make me angry at the company who made it because all the details are there, but they didn't bother to brighten them up.
Sure.
Okay, sorry about your eyebrow. A little bit of eyebrow threading happening here.
I don't know where I put those. There we go.
I don't necessarily need like lore accurate heads, but I want to go for close.
So this is going to be a stupid sounding question to start, but how much do you guys know about harps? Because I don't know if the reason I ask is I don't know if the string should go from here to there or it goes all the way up here like an upright bass.
I would think more like an upright bass. There's no bridge on harps.
Right. So, but it wouldn't go like between these two spaces? I should really ask the person who sculpted this, since
I think that's more of a lyre than a harp, and I would go.
Oh, you know what? That is maybe what this is supposed to be.
And I would go all the way up to the end of that handle, where you would have some kind of a tuning peg looking thing.
Right. So there's like these leaves that come out, and there are 4. So
those match up with the holes for your strings. So those are your tuning pegs.
Kind of, yeah. I'm not sure because one's across the back, so I'm not positive. I mean, I should ask him, but there's also this hole here, like these spaces. So I'm not sure. I do think it's a lyre, though.
I've built no harps that work. I've built a couple harps and a couple lyres for different props.
I did not expect to get an answer that was like knowledgeable. As far as having built it, like that knowledgeable. I'm glad I asked.
Knowledgeable is a strong word.
It's more knowledgeable than I expected, just the same.
So Jay is saying that he was totally underestimating you.
I mean,
That's
I'm
how I
happy that I now know exactly how to estimate you. Any other musical instruments I can ask you about? I don't have questions about them, but for future reference, if needed.
I made a lot of drums.
Yeah, that all sounds really cool and like a lot of fun.
I will admit my life is pretty dope.
I mean, I kind of have to get to know a piece a little bit better before I'd be comfortable calling it a lyre. I would say maybe a fibber at first, but
Stretcher of truth.
yeah.
Okay. Can't find one thing that I'm looking for, but I found the other thing that I'm looking for.
Partial success.
I used to, when I couldn't find a tool that I had, I'd order on Amazon. But
Mhm.
then you end up with like 14 tape measures. You don't need 14 tape measures.
I feel like I do that with X-Acto knives.
Oh, every time I go to Harbor Freight, I buy a handful of X-Acto, whether I need them or not.
I probably have, I don't know, half a dozen X-Acto knives just around the house in different places.
I do that with airbrush needle nozzle replacements and the wash cleaners.
I would say you have a reasonable number.
I have so many airbrush wash cleaners, and I have at least 4 different like blowout pots.
Well, based on the one video that you were waiting on it to arrive, I would say having some extras is probably not a bad idea.
No, yeah. I mean, I am really, really bad at not totally. I don't know how wholesome this video is supposed to be because it's Christmas Eve, but messing up like needles and nozzle, the very front, like the tip, and it's different depending what airbrush you're using. But like, I think it's because I am right next to a window and it is just like get very cold or very hot and just paint dries very quickly. I mean, I don't know. Just me. I'm for the time really that I'm using an airbrush is way too long for it to not wind up drying one way or the other. It took me a really long time to figure out what the point was that I was trying to make, but I got there.
You did. Good job.
We do a lot of airbrush makeup at work, and we might have a show and then no show for 2 months. And then sometimes instead of cleaning out the airbrush, I'll just buy a new airbrush.
I mean, I've replaced like $100 airbrush at least, I want to say 4 times.
Well, if it's a show airbrush, then it's going to be a Harbor Freight airbrush. It's like $20-$30.
Yeah,
and if I
I mean,
spend 2 hours cleaning it out, I've lost money,
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I've never had to clean one out for 2 hours. I just like will run like nail polish through it.
Nail polish remover, acetone.
That's what I mean, not nail polish. That'd be really stupid.
I get what you mean.
It wouldn't help.
I mean, which is, smells up the whole. Like I do everything in the basement, but
We use
Those
carburetor cleaner.
Hmm?
Carburetor cleaner, like the spray carburetor cleaner. It's if you think about what a carburetor is, it's a bunch of fiddly metal bits,
yeah.
and it's supposed to get the gunk out of fiddly metal bits. An airbrush is fiddly metal bits.
Is that like a gasoline, like extremely flammable
Oh yeah,
gasoline
kill
type.
you dead. Terrible for you.
I have that. I bought it, and then I read all the warning labels on it, and I said, I'm going to get rid of this at the local, wherever you're supposed to get rid of this stuff, because I'm going to light my whole house on fire and die. And I was like, this is too intense. I'm just going to use nail polish remover, and it'll just take me more time.
All right.
I mean, I probably should have just gone to the backyard and used it, but do you just run it through?
Yep.
You don't like soak it in or anything?
No, I've got the ultrasonic jewelry cleaners. I use those sometimes,
I
but
would love to have one of those.
they're like $20 at Harbor Freight, man. They're not expensive.
Really?
But anyway, yeah.
Should get
Harbor
one of those.
Freight buy everything at Harbor Freight that doesn't have to spin really fast. If it has to spin really fast, it'll eventually explode on you.
So like nothing, like none of those no like rims that spin for my car.
Well,
No spinning
they would
rims.
not have those.
Oh, okay.
Let's say a rotary tool like a Dremel.
Yeah.
No. A grinder, right out. Please don't.
Interesting.
You'll lose an arm.
Oh, it doesn't sound good. I use I go there to get like the stuff to clean my airbrush and to get the P95 masks.
Yeah, I buy gloves from there. They've got like yellow putty scrapers that I buy a lot. There's like things I buy from them on a regular basis.
It's like not as close to me as I would like. It's one of those things like I wish it was a little bit closer to where I normally do errands. I would go there all the time. If that makes any sense.
It's a magical place. It does.
I don't know that I've ever been to one.
Oh, you're missing out.
It's the only store that I know of that has like an airbrush section. Except for I guess Hobby Lobby, but they don't have
they have
anything.
stuff that's kind of ridiculous there. It's like, why do you have a sextant?
A what?
A sextant, like a ship's tool for measuring.
Yeah, I actually do know what that is. I just didn't hear the T at the end.
They sell them at Harbor Freight.
Because they have some pirates that come in.
I don't know. I don't know why, but they do.
That's why it's called Harbor.
Harbor, yeah, that's for true. Good point.
That's the most clever I'm going to be all night, guys.
That was a great job.
Peaked for the week right there.
We just peaked.
Is Dylan still watching?
It's a good question.
Dylan is still watching. What I'm working on is I'm making Too Bad out of the Meditoys Etten figure that I just got. I am going to customize my Beathir when it comes in too.
Yeah, I got two for customizing.
I want a red dragon.
I'm making one of them into a Granomir.
Nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I did not get one, but if I did, I would make it into Lockheed. Because every dragon that I customize becomes Lockheed from the X-Men.
It's kind of Lockheed scale.
Yeah. No, it's not. Lockheed's tiny.
No,
And
like
that's in
if
the
you
plane.
were a person.
Oh, like
Beathir-
1-to-1.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
It's a
Oh, that would be
1-1
amazing.
scale Lockheed.
Oh, wow. I wear them on my shoulder.
Maybe
I think that's going to be a little heavy to wear on your shoulder.
across
I-
both
I-
of your shoulders.
I really regret not getting it, but at the time, I didn't realize how much I love painting dragons.
I'm gonna go get glasses out of my car.
All right.
So leave you to look at Beastman Abomination here.
Dylan said he is still here. He's still cooking. Chicken is in the oven, and that's awesome.
Well, that's great.
this time of year is when I do the most painting. So that's why I have so much stuff out.
Yeah.
Because, well, yeah, I mean, tomorrow for me is just like, oh, my daughter, she celebrates Christmas with her mom. So I go there and there's presents for like, like an hour. And then I have Chinese food and, like every Jew, because that's what we, it's open. And then and the next, like, just, that's it. It's on my birthday.
There you go.
My birthday is on Sunday. Everybody wish me a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I mean now, I mean on Sunday, guys. Come on, I have to remember. I'm just kidding.
No, you just got it now. You're not getting one on Sunday.
No.
That'd be too many.
That's fair. It's totally fair. I didn't expect an actual happy birthday or anything.
I just want to finish. I had 2 customs I wanted to finish before the end of the year. One of them was the Green Arrow that I finished the other day, and then now I got this one. So if I finish this one, I'll be pretty happy with my finish to the year.
Weren't you trying to get 10 done total or something? You're like a number.
I've got more than 10, but I do my top 10 at the end of the year of the ones that I did. And I think when I looked at it, I had like maybe 12 or something. So it wasn't a lot to choose from. So I wanted to give myself a few more options.
So I usually do a top 10, but I made so many customs this year. And it was like really a lot. And I tried to do a top 10. I think it's like might be a top 20. But I like did like a well over 100 custom figures this year.
That's awesome.
You were rocking.
Yeah, man, I had a lot of free time, as I have just explained. There's more time than I expected this year.
Do you sell your customs?
I used to not. But I do. Anybody, and people just DM me. Usually if I paint something and ask for it. That's a weird way of putting it. And then I brought some stuff to Legion's Con that I sold. And then I'm going to have a table at CulverCon. And I'm going to be easier to sell things when I'm actually sitting at the table that my stuff is at.
Wraith Mace popped in, said stopping in to say Merry Christmas and hit the like button. Thank you.
Oh, these are pretty great. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Oh, wow.
I like them.
Yeah. Is that a new set?
It is. It's they're lighter. Like I've got the black ones that are almost like a welding helmet, but these are much lighter, and the focal distance is better, I think, for painting. And it's easy to look around the lenses as opposed to having to look through the lenses.
I tried using those and I just can't. I got the one on an arm with the magnifier and the light because I just can't have it to where everything is magnified wherever I look, and I don't want to have to keep lifting it up and down. So
this is nice because they're small. You can, look around them easy.
I actually have 2 of these, so sometimes I'll stack them on top of each other, and then you get like really magnified. So
wow, yeah. I've got a nice light base that does that.
That's cool.
I need to find a torso to glue that head to. There should be a Stripper Stratos or a Sunman around here somewhere.
Stripper Stratos.
I was wondering if that's what you said or if I misheard you.
They had the Stratos that was mini comic Stratos. He was flesh colored, and he looked like a Chippendale dancer because he had, he's wearing his little wings and then trunks, and like that was it.
He doesn't have a jetpack, right?
He does. It's on minimalist chest armor.
Gotcha.
That's great. Chippendales there.
For some reason, I was thinking he just had the wings, but
I'm just imagining Stratos in that skit with Swayze and Chris Farley right now.
Yeah, like stripper Stratos went down to like $3.
Nice.
So at one point I had like 30 of them. But it's the same body as Beastman, so I could make customs.
Poor Stratos.
I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to paint this.
I think nobody wanted that Stratos because nobody cares about the mini comic versions.
I know what you're trying to do, Curtis. I realize what's happening. You're trying to inflame me. You're trying to build up a rage in me. And that's not going to happen. I think people do care about the mini comic versions. I think Walmart over-ordered.
I don't see the Filmation ones going on sale.
That's because they figured out how to order. Okay. Have you tried that hot glue for heads, Curtis?
I have.
Yeah.
Do you like it or no?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've used it for a lot of things.
It's nice because it's repoppable. Like it's a real good fit. And Blue Tack made no sense to me.
It's also really good for torsos. If you get a lot of torsos are sized kind of weird, I find.
Blue Tack is just quick and easy. But yeah.
Especially if you have an Otho that you're making.
Exactly.
At my work, I've got it's 11 different types of hot glue in different densities and flexibility and color.
Mhm.
Wow.
And that real flexible hot glue is real nice for heads.
That's like a specialty, obviously?
Yes.
Because I just have very generic hot glue.
I'm Vine Jungle Figure Factory on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook as that. I'm on my regular name as for Facebook. But if you shoot me a message with your address, I'll send you some.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
What is it? Do you know what it's called? That black one?
Acryl, hang on. It is GLU-STIX.com.
Sculptor's insane.
Oh, it's Acrylux. ACRILUX.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely got more flexibility than some other hot glues.
Curtis, I put a link to it in the private chat on StreamYard.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't think I can drop it.
Yeah, I can't do it from here, but I will look at that later. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just knocked over a bunch of my stuff.
I'm here to help.
My goodness. Dropping stuff right and left.
It's like what I'm always doing. I'm amazed that I haven't dropped anything yet, actually. Shouldn't have said anything.
You ever seen a jeweler's apron?
Don't know that I have.
It's like that Power Rangers character?
No. It is an apron that you put over your head, and then it connects underneath your table surface.
Whoa.
So anything you drop gets caught.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and really cool.
You know, last year for Hanukkah, my sister bought for myself and my her husband a apron just like that, but it connects. You put it underneath the faucet of your sink for shaving, and it was the worst present I've ever gotten. It's truly, truly. I looked at it and I was like, you know that neither of us want this, right?
Why would? So it doesn't. So the shaving doesn't go in the sink.
Yes.
Oh,
So like if you shave, like if you trim your beard, like specifically, it just goes into that like apron thing.
if you want to make shaving in the bathroom sink okay, just shave in the kitchen a few times.
Huh.
And then you would get a suggestion of, hey, maybe do this in the bathroom.
I mean, you could also just like use a dustbuster that will come out of the sink as long as you don't run water first.
Yeah. It's every time I like give a good shave trim, it's a hamster's worth. So normally I can just scoop up 99% of it.
I mean, you are a little bit of a beast man yourself.
I am woolier than I would even like to be right now. I'm too busy to shave. Okay. I've been looking for something for so long, I almost forgot what I was looking for.
Sounds like a song title. Somebody should write that song.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
I'm just gonna say, like, total non sequitur, but I don't know if anybody's ever painted anything that's like an Art by Tellman head sculpt, but his head sculpts are insane. Like this is, I don't know if I'm doing a terrible job holding this because I can't.
Which way is its face?
This is an insane like creature. I honestly think he might sculpt his stuff on acid a little bit. Like, look at that.
Kind of reminds me of that thing from Hellboy.
A little Asian inspired.
Yes, everything he does has that like almost like Mongolian dragon sort of thing. But they're so weird. There's something just like they're so interesting. I don't know. I think he makes some of the most interesting head sculpts.
And that's great, but then it'd be real easy for the body to be super discongruous. Like if you sculpt a really weird mask, it's just hard to make a costume for it.
That was a big word.
I appreciate that though. Good job. Love the vocabulary. I mean, these work well in Aliens though. I will say that. Or on I said Aliens, and that's not what I meant to say. On like Tusk bodies, they work really well. Like this. I hope that doesn't fall. It fell. I mean, this has a bunch of blue tack, so it's not going to go all the way down, but that looks basically fine. Or you can just do something really weird and make it a barbarian, you know?
Okay.
But this is just like, I can't get over this. I don't even know how to paint it. I don't even know 100% where the mouth ends. But like, I mean that in a good way, kind of.
It definitely has that 2000s hell head ring happening.
Yeah, this thing is totally crazy. I don't know what that means, but I know the head ring part. What do you mean the 2000s hell?
So there was an artist in the 90s, I think it was Barlow, who did a lot of artwork based off of Hell.
Okay.
And
Like actual Hell.
and then from that, at that same time, the manga style was creeping in.
Uh-huh.
And those two combined, and you got a lot of demons with that head ring thing happening.
That is really interesting.
So
It's really cool.
it's really cool to see what influenced what and how it got there. You know,
This is stuff that I didn't follow at all at that time. Like, so there's like all art like that. I just am, like behind on understanding. I'm at the point where I'm just discovering like French comics from the 70s. I can't think of the name of the artist. My comic book guy got me into that though. Those are like super psychedelic. This is not the right color.
okay. Found it. Great. It's very concerned because what I lost was a tub of water.
That is concerning.
Yeah.
Curtis, you had said something about doing like more, like another run of brushes, but I don't remember if you were joking or not.
No, I'm working on a different new version. So instead of 10 brushes, it's going to have, I believe, 14. But it probably won't be available till Legions Con next year.
Are you
I'll buy
gonna
3.
do- How about 3?
I'll buy 3.
Oh. That makes a lot more sense than I thought you said. Are you gonna do like a smaller dry brush, like this size?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Where is it? I got one here. It is this one. So let me bigger myself if I can. There we go. So this is a number 2 dry brush. So that one will be in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's clutch because like more and more I find myself really needing. I think probably I'm painting with an eye for more. I don't really know how to explain what I'm trying to say, quite frankly. But like for instance, I just had this right in front of me. Like this head sculpt, I don't think I would have dry brushed it, like a year ago. But now just painting it, I wouldn't want to do. You know what I mean? And it's hard to find a dry brush that is small enough to really get into a lot of these pieces without going back over all the parts that I use the airbrush for, which is the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Do you dry brush then airbrush or airbrush then dry brush?
It depends on what I'm doing. Like a lot of these I airbrushed black, dry brushed white, and then I went over it with this Citadel Tesseract Glow.
Mm-hmm.
Then I dry brushed it with a combination of these 2 paints with no particular. I didn't measure like a, it's probably like, it might actually be 50-50. But I found that like I know that there are ways to do the scaffold paint almost entirely, exactly, but I just kind of have been messing around with the stuff that I have. But I really like the way that this looks because it's like a little bit too bright, I think, in a way that I personally really like. And I like doing it this way because with the black, it's still there enough that there's like a lot of contrast.
Yeah.
So like I haven't painted this yet because I haven't decided what the colors are going to be. But I mean, this head, I love this head. But this is just, first of all, this is like, if you there are some sculptors that like, again, like this and that, just dry brushing it, what you see, like this is art by Tellman, this is Emile, and this head is this is the third one I've painted now. This is the first time I painted one, just I dry brushed the black and white. And it's just insane. I think, he's done so many incredible sculpts. I painted so many of his heads. This is the one that, to me, is the most bonkers because there's just so much going on. Because even
it's
in
pretty
these
crazy.
crevices, there are details in these crevices that I don't know. It's probably out of focus, but like even in
That one
here,
feels very Giger. It feels very Giger, H.R. Giger, the guy who did Alien.
yes. I think it said you felt really eager, and I was waiting for the end of the sentence. It does. It definitely does, and it's horrifying. I'm very afraid of bugs. I don't know if I should say I'm very afraid. I'm pretty afraid. Or arachnids.
Oh yeah.
That was for you, Curtis.
That's cool.
Right? No, because that was my joke about the actually from Jesse.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he definitely got me on that one.
I have a friend who does that and would have definitely done it for that. It's always with animals, really. But yeah,
Jesse loves to actually me.
I like that you guys have that the way that you bicker is very, very amusing.
It's like kids in the backseat of a car on a long trip.
Hey,
Curtis. Or like, hear me out, or like a married couple.
That works too.
But I mean, that's how you know you're really good friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really like reason I really like the show is because watching my id and my have a conversation. Like two parts of my brain. I don't know which is the id and which one is the ego, but I think there's like the part of me that it makes sense that I would say what Jesse says, and then the opposite. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, but
I get it.
Curtis, thanks for doing a live tonight.
Absolutely.
I did not.
I really like this.
I sent we had a dog at the emergency vet, and she's not going to make it. She's got lymphoma, but
sorry to hear that.
But she's back with us for a joyous week. So today she got pizza.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to make an amazing week for her. But I needed a little brain break, and this is very much appreciated.
Absolutely. I know, normally Jeremy does his Mythic Conversations on Wednesday, and when he doesn't, typically Tanya and I will just go live and paint, but she was busy with family stuff. So I was like, well, I'll just kind of open it up and see who wants to jump on with me. So I appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to have something to do. I'd be painting either way, but it's nice to do it and have a conversation with people.
Well, and I'm getting to know people that I don't know that well, and that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I think we're in a time where it's super hard to make friends.
Yeah.
And an age. Once you get to a certain age.
You know what? That's what we think because we are that age. But it's everybody, because everybody has the disconnect of social media.
It's true. It's definitely true. I see that in my daughter's generation for sure. Sounds like a very nice last week with the dog though. I've been there. I know.
So what
that's like.
But
it's nice to have something planned.
And there's three siblings. They're all from the same litter, and she's the female. And I just know it's going to break my heart a week from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
I
only had. Well, I guess I had two dogs. That's not true, but I only had one dog that I got as a puppy, and I had for like a full lifetime. I had adopted a dog who was already very old at one point. But yeah, it was hard for me to get another dog after she passed away. But I also had her, in my 20s to 30s, like, which is a weird time because you kind of like you think about like high school as growing up, but I kind of feel like, you know, your 20s is really growing up in a way because you're just becoming an
Absolutely.
adult. And like she was there for all of that, so she was a good girl who was also terrible and just ate all the garbage all the time.
I think that dogs put the appropriate amount of chaos in your life.
That's a great way of putting it.
I
I
don't
might be
think that.
missing some chaos.
Yeah, you don't know that you need it, but it's dealing with it helps you, and I don't know.
No, that makes perfect sense to me. As somebody who's really allergic to cats, so like doesn't really understand them. But my daughter has one. Just meows a lot. I don't know if I get it. I'm thinking about putting this like, you know, this magic effect piece here.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about? Does that look like natural? I can't tell if it looks really good or it doesn't make any
The
sense.
magic effect piece looks as solid as the lyre, so
So
I would want it
it doesn't look like magic, is what you're saying.
correct.
Huh.
It looks almost larval.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
just put it on somebody's arms. Let me see. I have a
Guess it depends on what kind of look you're going for.
well, I just like because he's gonna be a bard, I just want it to look like it's actually like a, you know, but this is also based on I can't think of this guy who came with these. So this could also just look cool like that.
Oh, is that Calazir's body?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite paint jobs. I'm not sure why. Um, this actually isn't. This is Nanox Vol's body.
Oh, Canuck.
And
Yeah, Canucks.
because I just wanted the purple to be more detailed. So it was a lot easier to do it that way. And then I have all the Nanox stuff on a cow's here. It looks really stupid in a way that I find very amusing.
Yeah, I'll be messing around with Origins figures and swapping things out to get what I want, and then for putting things away, I put it all on one figure, all the extra stuff, and it's like I kind of like that, but I'm mad that I like it.
Yeah. When I pop and swap, I generally wind up starting to try to make something very good and just being like, well, this is dumb. How can I put this together? And just, wind up with like a dwarf body with one arm from the Jersey Devil and a bunch of other weird stuff along those lines.
Sounds like an eye with their
Listen
one
again,
long
the reference.
with their one long creepy finger.
I have one of those. It's the hand I'm not showing on camera.
I see. Great. I don't know if Freak froze or
No, I'm in the zone. Sorry.
really
Yeah. It looks like your camera froze.
Oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It just got you in one spot.
It's a very specific zone that you're in.
Yeah. Deep in thought.
Doing the line work, so I'm in like the fine detailing.
Stuff like that I wish I could do. I've never tried to do it. I don't know if I could or not, to be honest, but
I haven't done something like this in so long. I'm like super rusty right now.
I was always
Good luck
convinced that
doing
I couldn't draw, so I never really tried that hard. Which is why I didn't know I could paint, because, I never did anything artistic like this until like 2019.
Same.
Hello, Drunk Gizmo Customs.
Oops.
Now on.
I'm going to be right back.
All right.
After these messages.
Mm-hmm.
Warning.
Really hate sculpting this small.
Did you say Drunk Gizmo was on?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in the chat.
Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, and Kevin. What's up, Kev? NYC? I have not been
Nice.
looking at the chat at all. I did get another beer, which is I should do I have to put this sideways to be
Another raccoon one.
no. This is
Oh.
Krill Bill.
All right.
Does it taste like shrimp?
We'll find out. That or it's gonna taste like Uma Thurman. I regret saying that immediately.
I wish I knew what she tasted like.
That was the cleverest I'm gonna be for like the month. It just tastes like an IPA, but it's very good. I also just bought that because of the name.
Well, yeah.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. I love that beer companies just try to one up each other by having ridiculous cans. A sentence that could be very
Especially
strange out of
IPAs.
context. I like the way this came out. So this is actually also just Old School Customs sculpted this, which is also from, I think it's like an exclusive to One Per Case, but I have this thing for skeleton heads inside of
Helmets?
space masks. I don't know. I think there's it definitely is a Doctor Who thing. I can't think of the name. It's like
For
the
me, it's
last
the Willow thing.
the last David Tennant episode. The what thing?
It's Willow. General Kale from Willow.
I can see that.
I haven't seen Willow in a really long time. Like since it was brand new.
That is your
Yep.
homework over the holiday.
Is it?
Is
Okay.
to watch Willow, Monster Squad,
Well, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
Monster Squad.
and probably Pumpkinhead.
Okay. It's a lot of homework. I still have to watch the last episode of Marvel Zombies. That's my own homework for myself.
I don't think I've seen Pumpkinhead.
I haven't seen Pumpkinhead either.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a 3-year-old that gets killed. Other than that, it is a good time.
All
Okay.
right.
I mean, I didn't expect homework at all, let alone 3 movies.
You logged on.
Okay, well, you know.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
fair
listen,
game.
I got nothing going on tomorrow. I was just going to paint, so.
Willow is a really good movie, aside from their depiction of trolls.
I mean, I have literally saw Willow whenever it first was on HBO. So, whatever, like half a year after it was in the theaters, I guess. And I didn't understand it. I remember thinking it was kind of cool, but, you know, I don't know how old I was. I didn't even realize that was like a science fiction movie. I thought it was just straight fantasy.
I would say it's fantasy.
Oh, but there's just a skull inside a helmet, but it's not a space helmet.
It's not a space helmet. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm very partial to the space helmet aspect. I don't know how many people really watch Doctor Who. It's like fandom that's kind of like even nerdy by fandom standards a bit.
Well, it's
That
more
makes-
common for British people.
Yeah, I really love David Tennant, Doctor Who, and there is this like there's just these aliens that are called the Vashi. You know, I could probably spell it but not say it. Vashnarada, something like that, and they're just skeletons in spacesuits, and they eat. You know, I haven't seen this episode in a long time, and I want to say they eat libraries, but I don't. I don't think that's right. The
It sounds
episode
very
takes place
Doctor
in a
Who.
library, and they eat the pages. I think
That sounds
that
very
seems
Doctor Who.
sounds wrong. Yeah, but it is a really great episode, and they are really the character design is amazing.
Oh
And then
no, libraries.
like if you think about like, you know, like if you take like the way that a poison skeleton, that idea, and you put it in like Cosmorium or whatever. I'm not really sure if that's how you say that, because I've only
Cosmerium.
read it. Is that it?
Yeah,
Um,
Cosmerium.
See, I feel like I've not heard that said out loud, but that can't be right. But I mean, if you think about that, like a poison skeleton in like a spacesuit, and it just, that to me is very cool. I don't know. Skeletons and weird chaos magic and outer
I
space.
think even once you get to like a skull still wearing any kind of clothing, like it's a space helmet, a hood, a medieval helmet, like
Yeah.
it's way cooler than just a skull
Oh, totally.
because it cares about itself.
That's true. That's right. Gets dressed in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like a tuxedo. That's the skull that cares about what it looks like. Business,
Or
business
that
casual
skull that's
skulls,
just overdressed
skeletons.
all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing about skeletons is they, you know, they are always naked, and it's just like living a life of that one dream when you go to school, naked. You know, that trope didn't hit as well, I guess.
No, I don't think any of us have had that dream but you.
Everybody at least talks about their dream being a thing. Everybody knows that that's a dream that people have.
I've had a dream where I was in school, but I was also in a bathtub, and the water starts draining out. So there's a time factor to it. Yeah,
Seems like the same thing, but just
it's very close.
more stressful, but maybe relaxing if the bathtub was warm.
Well, things are great until, you know, the drain comes out for some reason.
The bubbles subside.
Yeah.
I once had a dream I was peeing at the urinal in a school bathroom, and then I
Oh,
woke
really?
up kind of wet. So I guess kind of.
Anytime I like jolt awake because I'm peeing in a dream and I'm not peeing, it's like, yes. Yeah. Good. Like, I've mastered the skill of peeing in dreams. Okay. You have tiny horns, and I hate you. I should have sculpted this in Blender, but that is very boring for a live stream.
You know, I can't sculpt for the life of me. And everybody says
I
to
was
keep
gonna sculpt,
practicing.
right?
Everybody says what?
Everybody says to keep practicing, but like, I don't know. I feel like part of the problem that I have is symmetry. Not that everything needs to be symmetrical, but it feels like a lot of things I do, and I can't do that. Like, I don't understand how people paint things symmetrically. Like, you see somebody paint like a Venom torso, and paint that logo on. I don't understand how people do that.
Well, you don't like symmetrical art.
No, I don't. But
You can tell
sometimes you
by
have
the
to.
heads you were showing, and like, I really like these heads. I'm like, oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
a
no, I
hot
don't.
mess of symmetry, but it's lovely.
Yeah, but I think the stuff that I've needed to sculpt when I've wanted to or considered sculpting something was a little bit more. It wasn't like something I was coming up with so much as like something that I was just missing from a character that like I've only ever successfully sculpted a mohawk and a beard.
Okay,
I feel like that's very basic.
that's a good start.
Are you talking about physical sculpting or are you talking about digital?
Oh, physical.
Gotcha.
I would love. I've been meaning to try digital, but I haven't gotten to it.
Blender is free.
I
It's
know.
a wonderful skill set to have.
Yeah, I would like to. It's something I plan on doing. Um, Steph Detour was telling me I should really do it recently, and he kind of convinced me I should really just give up procrastinating and try it. Because he said the sentence. What got me is that he said, "It's amazing to create something from nothing."
Yes.
But to myself, that's the selling sentence right there, because that, I mean, obviously I know that that's what you're doing, but the way, hearing it, or I guess I read it because we were messing each other, but
So
that really,
I teach mask making classes, right, for latex masks, and what I end up saying to them is, on Friday when you came in, you had a lump of clay and ideas, and now there's a full character walking around in front of you,
that's amazing.
and that's because of the work that they put in.
Really cool. That's very inspiring.
So if what I'm hearing you say is correct, Jay, what you're saying is that you want to stop procrastinating, but you haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yes, that is what it is. I
Gotcha.
mean, like the procrastination it's just adding another thing to whatever, like my life. It's not really that
hmm
serious, but it's just like another thing to spend time doing. If that makes sense.
It does. I just think it's cool that you're procrastinating the end of your procrastination.
I mean, I'll get there for sure. There's gonna be a point in which, like I'm gonna say to myself, okay, like I can continue painting these things, or maybe I just want to do something different.
And
Maybe,
it's
I don't
a
know.
different animal too when you're painting something that you sculpted, because
Right.
you
Sure.
when you're sculpting, if you're a painter, you end up thinking, how am I going to paint this? And you'll sculpt details in just so you can paint them later.
Yes, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to. I don't know how many people who sculpt paint, like, and I'm talking about the people, like, there's the people who do a lot of the sculpting right now that you get the heads from, but there are some
hmm
people who I think really do paint for sure, and some people that I don't know if they do. I'm not going to specifically name sculptors because this sounds like this sounds like a criticism. These people are very talented, but
No, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, um, Emil did a lot of sculpting before he really got super into the customizing.
I didn't know what you're going to say,
And
because I think I heard you and him talking
yeah,
about this one, Small Eyes.
yeah, like tiny eyes and stuff. And
I heard you talk to him about this so long ago. I don't know what. I was like on a Wolf King thing, and
mhm.
that'll get me. Small Eyes will get me. I don't
But like
like.
you can tell, like if you paint up one that like Jeremy Wilson did or Brian Burke, like those guys paint, and you can tell the difference when you paint up one of their sculpts. Like it's
Right.
just there's just a certain level of extra detail in there that you don't normally get from everybody else.
Right. One of the things that gets me, and I think it's just that people like challenging sculpts and people like to make challenging sculpts, is something where you have to paint like it's a like say like a mask, and then
Mhm.
deep inside the mask is where the eye is. So it's like two
Yeah.
holes, but you have to get, or like teeth. There's a sculpt I have, I think right here, that is, I've seen people paint it and it's incredible when they do it. I can't, I'm gonna, if I can get this out without knocking everything over, it'll be incredible. So close, I did it. Like, I
Good
don't
job.
know how well you can see it, but there's a mouth inside there.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
you
thank
have to
you.
paint the mouth and then go over, but then you have like the sides to get into, right?
Hmm.
And get the metal. I mean, I can't do it. I've tried. This is the, I have another one of these. It's just so difficult, but at the same time, the rest of this sculpt is just so incredible.
And when you
And people,
sculpt in Blender, you can take like a mouth and just drop it in back there.
yeah,
They didn't have to sculpt the mouth in between all the little bars, you know,
right.
which
Shit.
it's easier to sculpt that kind of detail and depth in Blender.
But
More
to
so
paint it,
than-
I can't paint it. Like it's not possible for me. I mean, I'm sure that if I kept practicing, I don't mean that it's not possible, but it's just like it's too
well, you're probably painting stuff now that 2 years ago you didn't think you could paint that way, you know.
right. But I like an ease of, I don't want to be challenged so much. Like I'll give you an example because this happens to be here. So this is a not Bastet, the one that everybody thought the picture on the side of the Bastet box was. I can't think of her name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
No,
don't.
the Thoth box, Thoth, you know.
Okay.
And everybody thought it was Bastet, and then they realized it was another Sekhmet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the dude.
So
Yeah.
this is a Sekhmet head. So this is again my friend Jason. So this is all one thing, like wherever he got the file from.
You're a little bit off camera.
Oh, thank you. So this file, I can't remember who the file is from,
Hmm.
unfortunately. But so it was all one, and he cut this out. So like the snake, I can't get this out. Oh, here we go. So now this is separate, and he sculpted hair here. And also the snake comes out. And I prefer that. Like I don't need the challenge because the it's not even just doing, you know, the taking the snake out is great because painting, if you want to do two different colors and getting behind the snake and then getting, you know what I mean? Like that area.
See, I think that you care more than I do. I would just slap some color on that guy and call it good.
So it's an insane like self-criticism that I feel the need to not have it look sloppy, but it's not really for me. It's like the voice in my head of somebody else who might see it and think it's sloppy if I post it online, which is really stupid. And it's not like it's not like a positive out, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
nothing good about it, but I don't know I'm doing it most of the time. It's just when I started posting things on Instagram, I had no, I was really very messy. So I was very conscious of that when I was posting, which is why my name is Low Fidelity Customs.
I
I was
posted,
like my out for that.
I posted my first custom figure online. I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, something like that. And it
Yeah,
was
me too.
it was a beast man that I had flocked.
Oh wow.
And it was bad. And I love it because I was immediately mocked. Someone's
Oh,
like,
really?
that looks like terrible.
Wow.
And
Well, that's obnoxious though.
yeah, well, yes, but it was I didn't get upset. It was like just wait, you know, because this is
So,
the
yeah,
first
next-
one I've ever done. I know I'm going to get better. Just wait.
Yes.
And now,
you
like
had
40,
you had an episode where you kind of talked about that, right, Jay? Where you had like somebody that
Yeah.
told you you wouldn't be able to do this.
So when I was I started painting because I was playing D&D or like Pathfinder, but same. And really enjoyed painting minis, and then I was painting Marvel Legends weapons because those are never painted. And then eventually I wanted to do figures, and I saw back when you would really see like a custom primarily on eBay. Like I would look on eBay and just search like custom figures. It just kind of was like on my lunch break. And
Mhm.
I had been playing with somebody from work, and somebody did, I don't know if you guys really like read Moon Knight or had,
I
but
had.
Not Alex Maleev, the guy who did it after, I can't think of his name. Declan Shavely, he did the Moon Knight, like the Mr. Knight, where he wasn't even coloring in, like the white from the paper is what he just left, so that he just did the black over it, if that makes sense. There was no, he
Mhm.
wasn't like repainting it, and it was so stark and just shadows. And I love that Warren Ellis run so much, and somebody did it just like that. And I said to the person who was actually my DM at the time, I was like, I can I do this? Like, I want to do this. And he's like, basically, he was like, you'll never be able to do that. And I've done it like 6 times, and it's the thing that I'm most proud of, really, because I think those look from far away, they do look almost like a comic.
Mhm. Oh, look at that, naked Stratos.
can you see why they called him Stripper Stratos?
Yeah.
Oh wow. His head always seems so strange to me.
Yeah, Stratos is a mess as far as character design goes.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to say, but I didn't know if I would upset any fans. So he's like really weird character design.
I loved him as a kid.
But what's awesome is that it is a mess. Like no one should have let whoever designed that figure design that figure. But it's really cool because it's so different. And once it's out there, it's an archetype, you know?
Yes. Yeah. That's interesting. And I agree. I understand what you're saying. It's just so
So many.
weird to me still. These, even like all these years later, every time I see a figure, just strikes me as bizarre.
How bizarre.
Can't find the dry brush I want. The really small one. Oh fuck, I'll use this one. So when I said that I will turn every dragon into Lockheed, I mean it, because this is a sword that I got, and I will dry brush this purple right now. My daughter's favorite, and really probably my favorite comic book character, or one of them, is Kitty Pryde. And her first stuffed animal that she slept with, like, her entire childhood, was this Lockheed that people on Etsy who did stuff for like cosplay had
Mhm.
made, and I bought it for her for Hanukkah. And I was really young, like she must have been like 4, maybe 5, and
Mhm.
she was so famous. And I don't really know what it is about Kitty Pryde at that age that she loves so much, but
Oh, you kind of got garbly
You're,
there.
you're now talking through a bag of Rice Krispies.
I hear static. Is that better?
No, you're all garbled.
Curtis, I love that you have this really rough cartoon drawing of Solomon Grundy up there. I was like, it's a reference. And you have this really detailed chest that you're working on.
Well, my inspiration is the old Super Friends version of Solomon Grundy, so that's what I'm going off of.
I have a favorite episode of Super Friends.
Oh yeah,
It's when the Titanic came to life and became a monster.
that's a good one.
Even as a kid, I'm like, well, that's not how that would go, but okay. Yeah, love that. Favorite episode. And then I was actually upset when the Titanic was found.
Yeah, and it wasn't a monster.
It wasn't a monster, going around to eat other ships. Should have been.
Yeah, what do they know?
Would have been way cooler. Freak, is that a bag of chips on your table?
This right here. This is a bag of hot dog cats.
Of what?
A bag of hot dog cats.
I don't know what hot dog cats are.
Oh no!
Well, you know what a hot dog and a cat is, right?
Yes.
Put those together.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Now I have to look up hot dog cats. Did you make that?
No, Dirk's Designs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I believe Billy Beige has the 6 and 7 inch ones. Or are they 6 inch?
Yeah, I believe so.
I wanted the minis.
Hot dog cats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's cool.
I believe it originated as a Pokemon character. And then Purple Gang Gang got a hold of it and kind of went from there.
I really like the concept of Purple Gang Gang. On occasion, the execution.
They have very good comedic timing, I think.
I think if I had one eye, I'd be better at putting a fin on a head straight. But because I have two eyes, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, if you didn't have to rely on depth perception.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to add extra eyes to yourself, but you can definitely remove them.
Yeah.
I could pull an Odin and give up an eye for wisdom.
Mm-hmm. But you'd just be giving it up for Mohawks.
Yeah, to put on Mohawks better.
I think that's a fair trade.
I might do 3-4 times a year.
Totally worth it.
What would I lose? Worse at catch.
Keep looking over to see if Jay jumped back in. Oh, it says let me back in, but I don't see him here. Should be able to use the same link from earlier, Jay, but I don't see you down there to pull in. Oh, here it says he's entered. Hold on. You there, Jay? Got a black screen. There we go. Now we see. Now we get the screen.
Hold on. I'm trying to get it into this grip for the phone without accidentally starting an emergency call.
Well, at least we can hear you now, and you're not garbled.
Yeah, my phone was dying, which is crazy because my phone was at 100% before this started, and I just really need a new phone.
What kind of phone is it?
It's a iPhone.
Okay. We are a house divided. I have a Samsung. My wife has an iPhone.
I just, the iPhone is primarily because it's like an iPod, because I had all my music in Apple, like everything every CD I had burned, basically that I owned. So it was just the transferability. And now you can't, it's like I can't change from one to another at this point. It's just I am here.
Too late, huh?
Well, it's like the weird thing about cell phone companies, I think. I guess it depends, but for me, like one of the most important functions of my phone is listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I don't know how. I guess I can't be that alone in that. I don't use Spotify, so it's just all the songs that I have. So
Yeah, I don't really listen to music that way. I have an ALEXA that I play music through in the shop, but not all the time. Normally I'm audiobooks, or I'll watch a bad horror movie.
I like soundtrack everything very like purposefully. Like I make like different playlists for different car drives, often constantly like trying to discover like even like new music, being a band from the 70s that I read about randomly that I've never heard of before that sounds really interesting, or like some weird new fucking like Gen Z, excuse my language, um experimental band that could be good, it could be terrible. I'll listen to if people are like writing, if there's like a lot of positive press about it. I'm always interested. But I kind of feel like, I don't know. I've always been like that with music. So I was a
Sky,
record collector nerd before I was any other kind of nerd.
I do listen through Spotify, and I got my little recap thing at the end of the year, and it said that based on the music that I listened to, they guessed that my average age was 63.
What do
so
you,
so maybe that could tell you like what kind of music I listen to, I
I was
guess.
gonna say, what was your most listened to?
Yacht Rock.
The most listened to band was REO Speedwagon, which I was kind
Oh,
of surprised by, but
that's interesting. REO Speedwagon had some, I used to have an REO Speedwagon album cover, like the vinyl, up in my one of the houses I was living in college, which was the classic "You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish" album cover, which is just a tuning fork stuffed in a tuna fish's mouth.
mm,
It's still one of my favorite album covers of all time. Very literal.
really.
Where are you based out of, Jay?
Long Island.
Gotcha.
How about you?
I'm in the Dallas, Texas area.
Huh. I've never been to Texas, but I've always wanted to go to Dallas.
It's wonderful and hot.
I like
Do
that.
you know where Euless, Texas is?
Yeah.
Our friend Kevin, who was in here earlier, Kevin Hamilton, he just opened up a toy store there in Euless, Texas.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, that's not too far from me. I mean, maybe an hour,
it's called Kevbox Toys.
which in
So,
Texas, that's pretty close.
yeah.
That is so far by the standards of Long Island specifically, an hour. That's like driving across Long Island or driving deep into like the boroughs.
Well, and it depends on traffic, right? Because like
Yeah, but
could
this
be
I
1 hour at one point a day and could be 6 hours at another point in the day.
right.
I can get up, get in my car, and I can drive for 18 hours in one direction, and I'm still in Texas.
I mean, that's insane.
That's crazy.
I can do that after I drive for one direction for an hour. I have to drive for one direction for an hour to get out of Long Island, because I mean, really, to get out of Long Island into the city and out of Long Island again, it's like a hassle that is, I heard somebody else say this, and I actually think it must have been Trevor. It must have been Trevor, that like all these people were like had their flights were delayed and everything, and he felt bad complaining, but like he did the same thing I did. If I'm remembering correctly, and he just didn't leave because the traffic on a Sunday getting back, like getting into the city and then getting out of the city again is insane.
Mhm.
And that's a drive that should realistically be an hour. And at the time that I would have normally left, it was 3 hours.
Mm.
And I'm
Take you just
accustomed.
as long to wait than it is if you go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then I just watched I watched Just Shelve It. And then I
Nice.
left in the middle of Just Shelve It.
Well, I've got 10 minutes before my kids show up, so we're gonna go ahead and close this out in a minute.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and do the rounds. I'll start. So let me get some more light over here. Bigging myself. So working on the head, not finished with the eyes yet, but getting there on the head. There's the torso, kind of started doing on that vein work and some of these, like, I guess, staples that are holding his body together. So and worked on the arms and legs. So still got some work to do on these things, but I made some good progress today. And also made my hand look nice and pretty. So there's my hand.
Nice.
We'll go to Freaks next. What you got there?
Alrighty. Well, I did my character dressed as Santa in spite of the holidays.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I also got some paint on my hands. It's gonna look like I jammed my thumb into my eyeball by accident or something.
All right. Jay, we'll go to you. What you got?
I
What
did
were
a
you able
bunch
to
of
get done?
random stuff. So I just did this sword to get the like Lockheed purple. And I did a whole bunch of I just did highlighting to get like a better scaphoid kind of look. And I did a bunch of heads like that. I did this fish torso that I'm going to do in Turbo Dork. It's like the second one I've done. It's Jason Rodriguez one. This head, I just did a lot of like, I didn't really get anything close to, and I did the liar.
Okay. Very cool. And Alan, what you got on your too bad?
So I am sculpting his second head that has the weird brow thing and the horns and one fin. And then his other head, I'm letting this fin harden, and then I'll put on the other two fins. And I got his chunky boy body painted, the blue
Nice.
and purple,
Wow.
so that he can be too bad. I really like this size compared to Origins.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
good.
it's good.
Really cool.
Very cool.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I will be doing this again next week on New Year's Eve. So if any of you guys want to join me again for that, just let me know. And everybody that was watching, appreciate you guys tuning in, and for anybody catching the replay. And that'll do it. So until next time, folks, keep creating.